Conversation today can become interesting real quickly. We have a lot of new terminology and it becomes popularized and then it becomes legitimized, and you have to learn it if you're going to converse with people. One of those terms that I've encountered is people will use the term "my truth." And usually they will use that term when they're giving an opinion about a delicate subject or a subject that they know may be controversial, or maybe it's been historically viewed differently. But once they say, "that's my truth," you know and I know we're not supposed to say anymore. We're not supposed to give a differing point of view, an alternative point of view. We're certainly not supposed to challenge it. That would be impolite, unnecessarily argumentative. Once my truth is stated, that's the end of the conversation. But is that really a good idea? Let's talk about that. What if there is such a thing as the truth? For example, could I apply this "my truth" principle to my physicality? I mean, human beings, we have to drink water every 3 days or so. We have to breathe, every minute or so. You might hold your breath for 2 or 3 minutes, but then you have to breathe. You have to sleep 6 to 8 hours. You have to eat. You have to move. These are just things that we didn't choose them, but because we are human beings, we have to do them. So what if my truth was, I don't breathe? You could try that. What if my truth was, I don't drink water? Well, you could try that until you hit the 4th day. So my truth doesn't apply with everything. What if my truth was this? What if my truth, and this is a little jolting what I'm going to say, a little shocking, and I mean it to be so that we can look at this thing from a wide angle. What if my truth was, I'm a serial killer and so I kill people? That's my truth. It's just who I am. What if my truth is that I'm a pedophile? Does that end the conversation? Or does something in us immediately revolt at those kind of thoughts and we say, no, you can't live that way. There's no such thing as this "my truth" that will allow you to do those kinds of things, because there is something that trumps it. It's the truth. Let me go further. We tend to be silenced when someone says "my truth." But is that always a good thing? I mean, what if someone is about to do something, they're taking a course in life that we know by our own personal experience and by human experience in large, that it's historically proven this always is a bad decision. This always brings destruction. This is always bringing unnecessary trouble on one's life. It can't end well. Is it a good thing for us to just, be silent and allow them to live in their truth? Or do we have an obligation, if we're caring people, loving people, to say, no, there's the truth, and the truth says that what you're thinking, what you're trying to do, the way you're considering living, it's going to hurt you and it's going to hurt others around you. At what point does the truth need to be stated by people simply because we care? Not because we're any better, not because we're any smarter, but simply because we care. Is silence when someone says "that's my truth," is that always a good thing? Is it a right thing? I want to share a couple verses from the New Testament with you as we close out. In John 14:6, Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." So here's Jesus, the creator of the universe, saying that he designed truth into existence. He is the author of reality. And reality always trumps my truth. Like I said in that physical illustration, my truth might be that I don't sleep, but the truth that I am a being that needs to sleep, it will quickly overtake my truth. So one more. What about our attitude toward the truth? Does it matter at all? If there is such a thing as the truth, and Jesus says that it is, and we know intuitively that it is, that's why we were repulsed at the thought of a serial killer or a pedophile saying "that's my truth." What is our attitude toward the truth? Here's a verse from the New Testament once again, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10. And it says, "They will perish," and that word perish is the idea they'll hit the rocks, they'll be destroyed. They will perish because they did not welcome and love the truth so as to be saved, or so as to be rescued. So here is Scripture saying that when people don't, first of all, welcome the truth and love the truth, we're bringing unnecessary hardship and unnecessary destruction upon ourselves. I hope this gives you something to think about and that you'll share it with someone that you can talk about it with.